It took me dozens of hours to create this 30-second stop-motion animation. After this, I'll be sharing some thoughts on the kit. Hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. For such a small kit, it features an almost complete inner frame and shockingly good articulation. The engineering in the waist is especially insane. It can bend forward and backward over 90 degrees. The arms and legs can bend a full 180 degrees, making dynamic poses like the superhero landing look supernatural. Very impressive for a kit with proportions like this. Even though it's HG-sized, once the outer armor is on, the detail is on par with MG kits. You can clearly see the details inside the eyes, or rather the sensors. The shoulder radiators, the railguns on the waist, and the outer armor on the legs all feature mechanical linkages that move together. Even though the backpack is heavy, with some careful balancing it can stand without a display base, though using the wings for support definitely helps with stability. The build quality is excellent. Nothing falls off even when you shake it hard. The chibi forehead's tall proportions make it both cool and adorable at the same time. Of course, it's not without flaws. The joints are made from KPS plastic, which can develop stress marks or even break after some play. That's been a common issue with Bandai kits in recent years. It's also pretty small, so people with big hands might find it tricky to handle. And then there's the price. While the retail price was 3,900 yen, over 2 years later it still goes for 50% more. If you can get it at retail, it's definitely a Gundam kit worth picking up.
This Gundam is hailed as the most stylish and powerful. Today, let's take a look at what makes the Mighty Strike Freedom Gundam so extraordinary. First, let's build. The mighty Strike Freedom Gundam made its grand appearance in the final battle of the movie, Seed Freedom. Locus docked the proud defender with Kira's Strike Freedom Gundam Type 2, transforming it into the mighty Strike Freedom Gundam. Equipped with an array of powerful weapons, it easily overwhelmed the enemy fleet, took down the enemy boss, and swiftly turned the tide of the battle, proving itself to be the most formidable and stylish Gundam to date. Let's dive into its equipment. Proud Defender, known as the Wings, this support unit is made of white and gold components, with pink accents when fully deployed. Originally designed for the Rising Freedom, it was eventually adapted for the Strike Freedom Type 2 due to development delays. Its standout feature is the ability to use telepathically controlled nanoparticles to generate high-voltage electric currents, which can target multiple enemies simultaneously with the multi-lock-on system. The nanoparticles can also be used defensively to create a spherical energy shield capable of absorbing heavy attacks from all directions. EQM Y148, Convergent Heavy Nucleon Beam Cannon Disruptor. This advanced beam weapon is hidden behind the mighty Strike Freedom's forehead crest. It requires a massive amount of power, so it can only be used when the Proud Defender is equipped. The beam can disintegrate atoms while suppressing nuclear fission, meaning that objects hit by the beam break down and dissipate without causing an explosive reaction. At 80% output, it can easily destroy space fortresses and warship armor. Due to its destructive capabilities, using it requires authorization from Locus, the president of Compass. AQM S2028 Hyper Impulse Gun. Mounted on the abdomen, this weapon replaces the original multi-phase beam cannon on the Strike Freedom. Thanks to the mighty Strike Freedom's powerful Hyper-Deuterium engine, it boasts higher firepower and rapid-fire capability. MMI M16XE5 Railguns. The two railguns mounted on the waist are upgraded versions from the original Strike Freedom, offering more power and a simplified structure. These railguns can also be used to attack underwater targets, making the mighty Strike Freedom highly efficient in underwater battles. AVS Katana. This physical katana is stored on the Proud Defender and is used to counter the enemy's anti-beam technology armor. In the anime, Kira dual wields the katana with a beam saber, achieving impressive combat results. MAM-03D Beam Sabers. The main close combat weapons are a pair of beam sabers stored above the railguns. These can combine into a twin-edged beam saber, but Kira prefers to dual wield them, especially during high-speed melee attacks. MAM-21KF High-Energy Beam Rifles. Upgraded from the original high-energy beam rifles, these two rifles can combine into a long-range beam rifle, offering extended range and greater power. Kira's habit of taking out multiple targets at once is enhanced by using two beam rifles. When not in use, they are stored on the sides of the railguns. So what do you think? Have you gotten to know this stylish and powerful Gundam better? If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel.